Welcome back on Tuesday's program. It is Tuesday and the next to last day of April. Hard to imagine, right? It is the 29th, tomorrow being the 30th, and again, final day of the fourth month. It's on to May, and it's on to some changes weather-wise still. Of course, the McGoffin County Rescue Squad media auction, which we'll have some more information on tomorrow's show, is this week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, same time, same places. But, new items to bid on each and every year. So we'll be talking about that in great detail tomorrow night. And look forward to talking about that with you and hopefully making sure everyone is going to tune in some way or other, any way they can. And we'll have that full list of channels and stations and everything for you on tomorrow's program. So look forward to that and look forward again to hopefully another successful year for the McGoffin County Rescue Squad. They were among emergency services called today to a single vehicle crash on Burning Fork. I have that. And big weekend for the Casting for Kids tournament. The local McGoffin County man and his partner brought home the top prize. And it was a good one. So was the bag of fish they turned in for their second day of fishing on Paintsville Lake, which is growing significantly. Proof's in the pudding, so to speak, and in the bags of fish that were brought in. And we'll go to Chris Ferguson in just a few seconds, and our winners as well. Before I leave you, and a couple of other reports that I hope to have ready for before the end of the program, and we'll see how that indeed pans out. The UPS announced today that they're cutting some 20,000 jobs to start and shuttering several locations, maybe more. And if at first, when I tell you that it is due to a reduction in the number of packages that they are going to be delivering and have been from Amazon, it sounds as though they might have been losing that business, but they've made it very clear that they have had this in their sights now for some time, and knowing that when the contract that they had in place with Amazon expires, which it is about to do, that they were going to reassess the entire situation because it wasn't very profitable for them, and that's what they're saying. As today, UPS has made it official that they're going to cut about 20,000 jobs, close at least 70 facilities at the start as it tries to adjust the amount of packages that it delivers from Amazon. They say that they anticipate closing at least 73 of their buildings, whether they're owned or leased or what have you, by the end of this June. And the UPS says that they're still reviewing its network and they might have to close some more thereafter. In January, UPS announced that it had reached a deal with Amazon, their biggest customer, to cut their volume by 50% or more by the second half of next year, 2026. During UPS's fourth quarter earning conference back in January, their CEO, according to the AP, said the company had partnered with Amazon for almost 30 years, and that when its contract came up this year, UPS had decided to reassess its relationship. Simply put, they say that Amazon is their largest customer, but not their most profitable customer, and that doing business in the form that they have been for now 30 years, its margin is very dilutive to the U.S. domestic business. That perhaps is one of the reasons we have seen, of course, other methods being used, local individuals, as we have here in McGoffin County, which was, I believe, part of a test pilot, if you will, like here and in some other parts of the United States, who are being couriers, as we know. Many folks here in the area are for Amazon.com. There was a single car crash earlier today, this afternoon, on Burning Fork. Serious crash that involved the impact between a pickup truck and a utility pole, which I'm glad to report resulted in no reported injuries. The pickup truck, operated by the driver and only occupant, left the roadway on Burning Fork close to the Kelly Branch area, and as you can see, completely tore through this utility pole and then landed or came to a rest in a ditch line some several feet later. The driver refused medical treatment on the scene, and the utility pole left dangling just for a little word of warning over the roadway. Several of Foothill communication lines and possibly some other utility lines. I do not believe electric at this time, but maybe 12, 13 feet over the road. The utility company was called, and they were trying to get those taken care of. Again, this was around 2 o'clock, so we suspect that they've had time to do so as of right now. But anyone traveling through there with any very high-profile vehicles, just a little word of warning to you. Again, no other vehicles were involved, and this was considered a non-injury accident. When I come back, it's to Paintsville Lake and Chris Ferguson and your 2025 Casting for Kids Kentucky champions.
At Big Sandy Healthcare, every patient is seen as an individual deserving of respect, compassion, and top quality care. For us, it isn't about who they are or where they come from, but about the dignity and the care that they deserve. Our commitment goes beyond simply treating diseases. We tackle food insecurity, transportation problems, and other barriers many of our patients experience that hold them back from living fuller, healthier lives. At Big Sandy Healthcare, that's what sets our organization apart.
For whatever reason, if your working days are over, don't do anything before you meet Grover. Social Security, disability, SSI, work injuries, wear and tear, and hearing loss. 888-9-GROVER.
Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble.
Our show is completely made up.
Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold.
It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money.
It is.
Don't miss Colin Mockery and Brad Sherwood. Catch them on Sunday, May 18th at the Mountain Arts Center. Get your tickets today at macarts.com.
With spring comes sniffles and sneezes from that pesky fine powder from plants. Pollen, one of the worst words ever. You could try to limit your time outdoors, but that's really not an option for most of us. So talk to the pharmacist at Parkway Pharmacy and make a plan for personalized solutions for allergy and asthma relief today. 2 big days of Casting for Kids tournament fishing are in the books for this weekend. The first day spent on Yatesville. They wrapped it up Sunday afternoon on Paintsville Lake, and your 2025 Casting for Kids Kentucky champions, well, they hauled in over 33 pounds of fish. Yep, polygraphs confirmed and done. The hardware was in hand. The checks were signed and dotted, and that 33.74 pound was a tournament record. And it was sealed on Paintsville Lake with the biggest bag of fish for either day of the tournaments. On Paintsville Lake, where efforts over the past few years to grow and catch bigger fish appear to be paying off, with a big finish. Final boat to weigh would actually take the hot seat away from what was the first place team of Michael Morrison and Nick McGuire, as 2 men, one from Magoffin County, Blake Mead and Corey Jarrell, stepped up to the podium with almost 20 pounds.
You got it to win $16,000?
I believe we do.
You do?
Oh,
Michael, you think he's got it?
I think he does.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd like to give a shout out to my mom here, my family, Jennifer, and everybody, Donovan, Caitlin. I'm just trying to waste time. You see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
$16,000. What are you going to do with it if you win it right here?
It's more like what the wife's going to do with it.
Where are they at? Where's your wife's at?
Over here.
There's one. Well, she come out there like the Price is Right. Here she comes. So the other one's got the kids.
Right there.
So they know there's $16,000 here.
She told me yesterday she gets half. She told me yesterday she done gets half of it.
All right, here we go. Let's see what we got, Michael, back here. Here we go. Here it is. Wow, what a bag of fish today. 1919 today. Wow. 1919. What a bag of fish. My goodness. 33.74, does that make them the champions?
They are the champions.
They are the champions of the Casting for Kids. That is an unofficial deal. Now we got to go through tests and all kinds of stuff. But Michael, good job, son. What a great tournament.
Congratulations.
Nick, great tournament. Y'all hold them fish up. You already hold them? Let's hold them again up here. This is your 2025 champions. Casting for Kids, Kentucky edition. Let's hold them big and proud right over top of the stage. What a 1919 bag. Wow. My goodness, Doug Green, he's back there grinning ear to ear. Hold him up high.
Big, big fish. Not the biggest fish of the tournament, mind you, but the biggest bag. When we come back, Chris Ferguson sits down in the boat, talks with our 2 winners. I'll be right back. Get personal with new jewelry collections from Soul Stacks and more at the seasonal shop. With new spring arrivals every week. Arrive and hydrate in style with Brewmate's new Brew Tank and the full color collection of cups and mugs. And come smell for yourself why Tyler's glamorous detergent sprays and soaps are hard to keep in stock. And if it's Easter you're thinking about, there's all kinds of ways to stuff anyone's basket of any age at Frazier's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. All right, let's put the wrap on the 2025 Casting for Kids tournament with Chris Ferguson, our 2025 winners, Blake and Corey. You know, this was a big tournament, and you had, after day 1, you had the second place winners, the team of Morrison and McGuire, in 6th place, and then Meade and Gerald were in 4th place. And that big bag of over 19 pounds propelled them around everyone in front of them and set a record for the Casting for Kids tournament.
Paintsville Lake today, I said it all week, Tony, that I kept saying there's going to be a 20-pound bag come out here, and they pretty well was, with a 19-19 today. So tell everybody how you caught them yesterday and tell them how you caught them today.
Yesterday, a big player for us was a floating trick worm, weightless trick worm. Just on that on a POW. I think this is 702. And then also we caught them on a Jack's Custom jig, 3/8 ounce swim jig.
Jack Collins?
Jack Collins.
Jack Collins here, local.
And I've thrown that on a POW 742.
Good rod.
Yes, sir. Great rod. They just spawn stuff, just off the ends of points, pockets, just backs of the creeks, stuff like that.
So Blake, did you go up Yatesville very far, midsection? Where did you come from?
It was in the midsection, in that cleaner water.
Yeah.
It takes that cleaner water for them to be able to see that trick worm a little better.
So let's talk about Paintsville Lake today. You know, let's Corey, where was y'all at today in Paintsville Lake roughly?
Was close. Was
seeing distance?
yeah. You could throw a baseball.
So they can basically use a trolling motor today and win this tournament almost. So when people say I've had boat trouble, well, you can always put your trolling motor down. You can win something like this
easily.
if you come down. Let's just be honest. So the fish that you guys caught today of 1919, which is a very impressive. My goodness, what a bag of fish! The fish you all saw, are they getting fatter with us feeding them 3 fins the last 3 years? We're getting fatter and it's working, you feel?
Absolutely. Every fish that we caught today was fat and healthy, nice, pretty green. You just tell overall there's real healthy fish.
We raised 30 pounds of fish today.
Did you really? Yeah. And you all seen big fat girths when you're looking at all of it?
Yes, sir.
So that's a testimony to Johnson County Fiscal Court, Paintsville Tourism, all the commissioners in Johnson County. Listen, you all have made a difference in raising the bar, and the traffic and the people we had out here today and this weekend and the weeks prior to this place can turn into a little honey hole, so to speak. I mean, we're building it, we got it going our way, and that's what we're wanting to do. So shout out to Judge Mark McKenzie. Thank you, Mark, for and all the fiscal court for doing that. But very impressive win of 33-74. You know, Blake Meade, Corey Gerald, champions of 2025 Casting for Kids. You got the hardware, you got the checks. Let's look at that one more most important one. Yeah. So we had Brett Roundsville here from Guntersville, Alabama. Brett shows up, fishes our tournament with accent spinnerbaits. Tell him here, Blake.
One of the key players, fish we weighed in today come off the accent spring ding spinnerbait. That's just a zoom twin tail trailer.
Yeah.
And throwing that on a POW again on a 733.
Cool. Half ounce?
Yeah, half ounce.
Half ounce.
Yeah, half ounce. I prefer a half ounce. You can play with your gear ratio on your reel. You can reel it deep. You can work it shallow. It just works.
Yeah, cool. Well, hey, I know you're tired. You guys have got money to count, hardware to hang up. So, and you got to get ready for a Douglas tournament next weekend, all right?
I'll be there. I don't know if he will. Well, I'll tell you, Douglas, look out, because you got hammers. That could be both of them coming, however they switch it up, coming next Saturday to Douglas and going for a shot at $13,000. One-day event, 1,000 big fish. So we're coming to Dandridge next. So Tony Gullett, I say we call it a wrap. A big success on Kentucky this year. And how about we get some F1s out here May the 21st? How about it?
Absolutely.
I believe it's here to do. Let's get these F1s here at Paintsville Lake. Let's change this place. Let's make Kentucky the best place we can fish in the state. And we can compete in these other places. So
It's well on its way.
let's get it done. What do you say? Commissioners, step up. Let's get F1s here.
I'll be back with your calendar more in a minute. One name, one call, one ultimate solution to your heating and cooling, sales, 24-hour service, and installation for home, commercial, boilers, chillers, and VRF systems. With over 15 years of experience and now based right here in the viewing area, Ultimate Air. 496-6650. SMB is proud to stand with you with what might be your very first and definitely last checking, savings, retirement, even Christmas Club account, along with consumer, auto, mortgage, business loans that you can easily manage from anywhere in the world with safe, secure mobile and online banking that comes from over 120 years of commitment to your financial life and well-being, today, tomorrow, and forever. Salyersville National.
Johnson Central High School stands alone in providing the most college and career programs of study in one building throughout the entire state of Kentucky. This includes pathways in everything from the medical field to engineering, telemedia, welding, agriculture, and even aviation. And that's just to name a few of the 32 different choices. Work has also been started on a brand new state-of-the-art high school. So now is the time for your child to experience the power of opportunities in Johnson County schools.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in Kentucky.
I believe in small town values.
And mom and dad and the things they handed down.
I believe some of the best people in the world are farmers.
I believe in insurance that protects families, homes, and cars.
I believe in always finding a way to do what you love.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Couple of reminders on tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau calendar. Trader Days is this Saturday at the Half Mountain Park. Battlefield Park on Half Mountain Road, Trader Days, hosted by the Royalton Community Council. There's still time and room to be a vendor if you want to. Just $15 per individual vendor. Food vendors are $30, and they're going to have some door prizes and a lot of cool things to eat, see, buy, and do. You just never know what you're going to see. And all of this, of course, is to raise funds and work their way on to the 7th Annual Walnut Festival later on in September. Stop by. The weather, well, I think it's going to cooperate, and I think you might want to check it out. Call Janice if you want to be a vendor or have any questions, 496-9996 to get your spot reserved. For everyone else, just be there. It's that simple. You will be glad you stopped by. And the next tournament coming up on my radar is that of the Elk Creek Free Will Baptist Church's Open Bass Tournament this Saturday. $1,000 for the top prize. Other, of course, big cash prizes, including $100 every hour for the big fish. And don't forget, they're blasting off from Scott Creek, 7 o'clock Saturday morning. They'll weigh in at 3. Always a good crowd, good bunch of anglers, good tournament. They can run a good tournament and always some big results. Just like I try to do the community calendar around here. Pretty good segue there. Keep that in mind. If you have anything you want on the calendar, birthdays or anniversaries, well, this is where you want to put them. Going on to funeral service announcements this evening. The McGoffin County Funeral Home, of course, providing this service, says that services are incomplete at this time for 67-year-old Jerry Gullett. He passed away Tuesday, today's date. The husband of Rosie Gullett, arrangements incomplete at this time, but to be announced soon by the McGoffin County Funeral Home.
My name is Don McFarland, and I have been an attorney in Eastern Kentucky for over 30 years. This is my son, Max McFarland. I'm very proud of Max. He is incredibly intelligent, a hard worker, and is graduating from law school this spring. Max will take the bar exam this summer.
We are a family and we treat our clients like family. Bigger law firms are not always better law firms. There is no substitute for experience, personal attention, wisdom, and knowing who your attorney is.
When you have any legal needs, come see us and we will personally represent you, and we will put our experience and energy to get the results you need.
If you have been in a car wreck, injured on the job, in need of Social Security disability benefits, or have any legal needs, come see us and let us take care of you. Call us at 349-9000.
There were times that I just could not concentrate on things.
There's days I wake up and I don't want to do anything.
It's just devastating.
The grief that happens after the death of a loved one can leave you feeling confused, lost, and alone without a roadmap. But other people have traveled this grief journey before you, and there is hope and a way forward. Grief Share is a proven video-based support group that connects you with others who are traveling the grief journey you're on right now.
Grief Share is a place where you can be as raw and as ugly as you want to be, and it's okay.
I joined them online and it was great. It was wonderful.
Each weekly Grief Share session consists of an insightful video with grief experts and testimonials, a small group discussion, and encouraging workbook exercises. You'll also receive free online resources and tools that help you move forward in hope and healing.
I gained so much more than just understanding of grief, and I think I saw it from a bigger picture too.
Visit griefshare.org to learn more.
Atrial fibrillation is one of the more common rhythms we see.
AFib is an arrhythmia of the heart where the top part of the heart is beating erratically and out of sync with the bottom part of the heart.
The electrophysiology service is made up of a team of healthcare providers, and that includes an electrophysiology lab where we're able to do procedures to help repair heart rhythm problems. When a patient becomes heart rhythm free, it can really restore their life.
ARH, more for Appalachia.
All right, this, as we take a look at your local Doppler radar and some current data and a little look ahead, well, this should give you an idea as to the likelihood of some showers and potentially some thunderstorms for the viewing area this evening. This is real time, just a few minutes ago, and this is showing that we are probably in for some good showers here and there, and definitely if some of those reds hold together, as I suspect they will coming into eastern Kentucky here, relatively soon. Hard to put a timetable on them. That first line to our south are probably not going to be significant to the immediate viewing area, but in an hour, 2-3 time, we're going to see some showers and thunderstorms, I believe. Most everyone getting in on at least a little bit of the action, and the hints, therefore, a 90% chance of showers and thunderstorms as we take a look at your 7-day. We topped out at 87 today, and right now we are at 84 degrees still in downtown Sayersville. Winds right now 1 or 2 out of the west. Had a gust of 20 today, but you saw the radar. We have the potential for some good thunderstorms. That could put the dampener on some ball games and activities tonight, and I suspect it will for some of us, if not several. We've still got a little time, though, before it happens. Tomorrow, for your Wednesday midweek, looking at 78 degrees, mostly cloudy, a 60% chance of some showers and storms. Again, more clouds than not, and pretty much another chance of some showers and storms as we have another front rolling in that takes us to Thursday with partly sunny skies, still 82 as we top out temperature-wise for this little run. Partly sunny on your Thursday. Shower and storm chances, well, you can chalk it up to another 60% Thursday, so Wednesday and Thursday pretty much the same. And it's going to be one of those hit-and-miss things like what we're seeing. Friday, temperatures fall down to 76, and they're going to keep falling, but 76, mostly cloudy. Cold front coming gives us a 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms for your Friday. That is, of course, the Oaks, and Saturday is, of course, to follow with cooler air as a result of that cold front. Check it out, 67, mostly sunny. We can't shake the showers and storm chances to the tune of 50% still hanging on for the first half of your weekend on Derby Day and Rescue Squad Media Auction Day. Sunday, upper 60s again. A little more sunshine, I think, and a less chance of some showers. No storm activity, just a 20% chance of some lingering showers into the latter half of your weekend, so not all bad. What is all good is how we recover from there, at least for the first half of next week or so, as we have sunny, mostly clear. That's a good way to sum up your forecast. When you can only have to have 2 or 3 words at the most to sum up a day's forecast, that is a good sign, and we've got it Monday with 74 degrees and 78 on your Tuesday. Beautiful both days. And that's going to wrap it up for this Tuesday. We'll be back here tomorrow talking about Thursday night's kickoff to the annual McGoffin County Rescue Squad Media Auction. I look forward to that then, and I look forward to seeing you back here for more of Your News Today. Good night.